Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here with a dip review. Yes, a dip review. And this is, oops, there we go. Change the lighting a little bit. Anyway, yeah, dip review. Why? Because I found a can of something that I have a really hard time finding in date. I don't run into this one very often, but when I do, it's usually old. Today I walked into a smoke shop here in the town I'm at for the next week, and lo and behold, they had Grizzly Long Cut Natural. Ooh. Hey, can I take a look at that? Sure, we just got this bin. We just got restocked. Like, oh, even better. Check the date, and yes, it is right smack dab in the middle of its freshness period. So, I haven't had Grizzly Long Cut Natural in a while, and I believe when I did last time, it was an out of date can, because at the moment, that's the best I could get. So, what do we have? You have Grizzly. This is a gold, copper, bronze ish, more of a golden color can. Angry Bear, Grizzly logo, long cut natural, and the warning. On the side, you have branding, Grizzly, long cut natural, American Snuff Company, some writing, UPC, and on the back you have lot and date code. Date codes on Grizzly products, you want to pay close attention to the last two digits. G, that is the month of the year, and 5 is the year. This is G, which would be made in July 2025. So these are usually good for 5 or 6 months. This is about 3 months out. So we're right smack dab in the middle of it. So, yeah. The rest of the stuff there, lot numbers and manufacturer codes, which I do not know how to interpret. Yeah. Anyway, this is this 100% or is this a blend? I did not look at that before I got in here, and this lighting is terrible. Hold on, old eyes. Well, I'll be. No. 90% U.S. tobacco, 10% foreign. There we go. I had to adjust. And low light with this tiny writing, sometimes it's really hard for me to. Okay. Let me crack this open because you guys. Come on. Yeah, it's kind of interesting helping set up this new store. There's some people here who aren't from Oregon. They're part of a crew, travels all over the western part of the United States, and they help set up stores. That's what they do for the company. And there are a few of them, yeah, we're going to go check out Crater Lake. And they better do it quick because the snow is starting to stack up, and you won't be able to get up to Crater Lake much longer. Crater Lake National Park, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of here. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. If you ever have a chance to visit Crater Lake, do so. But this being Halloween, Crater Lake is known for some mysterious stuff that happens. People disappear without a trace every now and then. Just poof, they're gone. Um, a lot of people say is oh yeah, okay. I'll go back to Crater Lake in a minute. I just cracked this open and give it a sniff. There's your money shot. Nice dark brown. That's a very nice dark fired tobacco aroma. Nice and smoky, tobacco-y. Yep, definitely a natural. And worried about a Mullen? Have slower buddies. Okay, that's their word of wisdom on the back of the can. If you can catch the glare there, you can kind of get an idea what the cut looks like. Cut looks pretty consistent. They say this is a long cut, but this is looking more like a mid cut. They're kind of trying to duplicate Copenhagen. But yeah, if you're worried about a Mullen, have slower buddies. It's a good rule to live by, especially in the woods. Let me get a pinch in. Oh, nice and moist. Look, look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is more like Copenhagen's long cut, which is more of a mid cut. Definitely a mid cut. Definitely a mid cut. Salty, smoky tobacco. Definitely a very strong, very bold, in your face flavor. The moment it hits your mouth, you know this is a natural tobacco. It's got that salty, smoky, earthy. Right now, man, I kind of pushed it over with my tongue. My tongue is kind of tingling. Something tells me I might be in for a nicotine trip. But yeah. But definitely more of a mid cut than a long cut, certainly. Hiccups. Nicotine hiccups have arrived. I was kind of hoping I'd grow out of these. Nope. I just have nicotine hiccups, and I'm probably going to have nicotine hiccups forever. Oh well. They are a real phenomenon. It does affect people, and I'm dumb enough to do it on camera. Anyway, Crater Lake. Yeah, people say there's lights that they see. People say that people disappear. There have actually been several cases. Hikers just vanish. There was a child once, like a 10, 13-year-old boy, something like that. You know, he was up at the road, look on the rim. His dad went down the side a little bit. His dad turned right back around to look at him. The boy was gone. Just gone. Came up, no trace. Search parties, whole 9 yards. Not a trace of that boy was ever found. People have no idea what happened to him. He just flat out disappeared. Another weird case of a hiker. Yeah, they found basically his shoes in one spot and his gear, but the rest of them was just gone. I have no idea what happened to him. Very very blue lake because of the elevation. It's one of the deepest lakes, if not the deepest in North America. Just a beautiful lake. It is in a dormant volcano. I was about to say extinct. No. Probably much no such thing as an extinct volcano in the Cascade Range. They're all dormant. Which means they're sleeping. Which means they have the potential to wake up sometime. Like Mount St. Helens did back in 1980. Mount Rainier, Mount Hood, they're both dormant volcanoes. Yeah. And you got Seattle and Portland waving in their backyard. So, when either of those two mountains ever decides to wake up and go volcanic, can't my tripod. Yeah, those two cities are in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. But anyway, yeah, beautiful country out here. I forgot what Central Oregon, South Central. Mouthful of spit. Had to get rid of it. Yeah, I forgot how beautiful South Central Oregon can be. It's been a number of years since I've been out this way. I live here in Oregon, but I don't get out this way that often. Now the saltiness has subsided, just getting nice, earthy, smoky tobacco, nice, rich tobacco, dark fire flavor. This stuff's pretty good. Big thing I don't like about it is the cut. It's more of a mid cut, so it tends to move around a little bit more. It doesn't want to stay put quite as much. You get a little bit more floater action, but with this, it spreads out, but then once it spreads out, it tends to stay there. So I don't have too much trouble with it flying all over the place. But if it does start to creep over the teeth a little bit, over your molars, just tap it back down with your tongue, and it'll be all right. If you're looking for a nice, natural. Starts off with a nice strong saltiness that fades away into just a rich dark fire tobacco flavor. This is very reminiscent of Copenhagen. Copenhagen's long cut, but this is the Grizzly version. They're very similar, but there are some distinct differences. I think the Copenhagen might have a little bit more depth to it than this. This is just a nice dark fire flavor. Copenhagen's, it's a little more, rich, deep, something like that. It's just got a little something extra to it. But the fact that you can't find this very often, and when you do, at least in my area, it's usually out of date because nobody buys it. Nobody is really aware that it even exists, but it's out there. And at this particular smoke shop, Copenhagen was more expensive than Grizzly. So, yeah, might be in your neck of the woods too. I don't know. But Copenhagen prices have been going up. Grizzly's kind of been holding steady. And now in a lot of places, Copenhagen is actually 25 to 50 cents more than Grizz. Mm-hmm. I don't know. All I know is this is a really good, nice tasting natural tobacco. I haven't had a natural in a while. I've been on a wintergreen kick and dabbling in some straights, but it's nice to get a nice natural every now and then. And yeah, nice rich flavor. I don't think it's quite as rich as Copenhagen, but it's pretty darn close. So if you're looking for a change of pace and you want some naturals, and if you can find it, give the Grizz a try. Might be worth. It's good every now and then. Just throw something new in the mix. A little change of pace, change of flavor. Just to mix it up and revitalize the taste buds. Anyway, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will come at you guys again later with another Dip Chew Snoo Snuff or alternate product review. Until then, take care. Bye.